And we are streaming! And we have just seen Aegon unfortunately lose a hand in his Sanma game. Largely because I felt it was worth having in the background just so we know how close he was. This is currently East 2 and it's into East 2 repeat, but obviously with a 5-minute delay. So it seems unlikely that he's going to be joining us here. Still, we can at least partially analyse his hand as we begin the proceedings for the 2023 Tales of Confusion season. Hope you're all doing well. We have people joining the queues. I will start a game off in a few moments, but I figured, you know what? Let's casually observe Aegon's Sanma game. He's currently in third. A couple of wins presumably by the current dealer. And is up against it based on the current things. But we'll see how this goes. Aegon. Going aggressive. This is Sanma. Going aggressive is usually a good idea. Hello, Rumi. Aegon is already queued up, so apparently this game is going to end very shortly. GG. Okay. Well, I suppose I can stop watching this if we have a GG. I should probably look to see how it ended. We believe you can do it, but let's actually get into the actual thing. Wasn't East only? Oh, I missed it was an East only. Oh, I could have watched the end of it. Alright, that's fine. Okay. So currently we have 5 people queued up. We have 6 people in the lobby, or 7 people in the lobby, so which is now actually 6 people in the lobby. You lost. I mean, yeah, to be fair, D-Lad got a bit away from you by the look of that. So, third lost or second lost? That is an important distinction. We need to make that decision here. Well, I have some dice, so I guess for game 1, we're going to see how this goes. Anything but a 6. So, of course, I roll a 6. And another 6. Why not both? Who knows? 4. Aegon is in. I keep rolling 6s. This is an awesome dice, but also terrible. 2 is Rise. And I can D3. This time I do roll yet another 6, which was myself in. So, odds Prospero, evens Chiral. It's another 6. So, okay, game 1. Aegon, Rise, myself, Chiral. Prospero will be definitely in the next game whenever it starts. Let's say good luck to you all and see how this goes. Round 1. Clearly a weighty dice. I mean, I'm keeping this one. I mean, if it rolls 6s often enough, I'm keeping it. Anyway, pausing. So there are some slight adjustments to the rules this year. The main thing that you'll notice is that there are no red 5s. So this should hopefully lower the value of most hands that are going to be in this. Gimmicks? Gimmicks? There are no gimmicks. The point situation is mostly the same. Obviously, 0 floor has always been a rule in terms of things. The only other thing that I think has been applied at the request of various people is that we have eliminated the West round entirely. And secondly, dealer repeats are forced in South 4. Wow, I mean, if you're just going to do that. Rigged. Rigged. Alright, Chiral with a Mungan start before I even have a chance to do anything in game 1. Sorry, me. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything. Well, that's a way to start the season off. I was planning on doing some proper analysis bits on things. I'm going to have to add that hand in as part of my decisions to analyze things, just for what decisions could have been made. Oh, boy. I mean, my hand wasn't that great, in truth. And against the double reach, I don't know how much I would have advanced it, but, you know. Sometimes you run hot, and apparently Chiral is already running hot. Nothing of interest there. We're going to go north. Chiral wins again. I'm blaming the Avatar. That's not a new avatar. He's had this one before, I'm sure he has. So what are we looking at for this? Ton and things. Fortunately, we're now in the second row, so East seems unlikely, but...
Boom.
Well, we'll take it. Kicking the first player off the dealer button seems like a reasonable play. Alright, 2 Mungan hands back to back. Well, actually, no, that second one wasn't, but Mungan score effectively because he's dealer. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to be sitting here doing nothing and finishing second. That's currently the game plan. There isn't any busting out, so in theory we do have to get beyond this hand at some stage. So me talking about busting out was clearly a terrible idea in context of what the rules currently are. So here we have possible itsus, but ultimately I just want to get something. Live white.
Boom.
No, we've not done a great deal of advancement at this point, but... Yeah, unfortunately not a lot of help here, so I got a feeling this one's currently away from us unless one of these two can win. And that's already killed off the Itsu, really. Technically still doable with one left, but it's not worth me holding that one pin just randomly for that purpose.
Chi.
Certainly not if we have Tenpais already, so we're going to cut the 9 pins and see what happens. Yeah, we could have potentially gone pairs or something like that, but I think this is fine. Discard from hand. Yeah, we'll follow out the 3 pin then. I'm happy for Rice to advance and just take this, if only to move the game on a bit, but... at this stage, we're just sort of folding out and taking our second place. Yeah, there's the Ackerman chance. So, Mangan for the current dealer. I mean, he's only 12k, well, 17k away from just taking the auto win. It was a slightly dodgy tile. Middle Sozu, late game. Not going to West reset this. Hand's actually pretty decent. So ultimately, obviously this is part of Mahjong as well. Sometimes you just have to try and dodge. And we're doing that reasonably well. But also, we're in second place, so we're the least incentivized, really, to start attacking Chiral. Given the point gap and things, so... who knows? Well, that's a partial advancement. Probably going to have to cut a pair somewhere, possibly even both pairs. Still East 2. Yeah, it might end in East 2 as well, actually. Chiral doesn't need that many more points. I'm going to cut the Norths now. Alright, Egan's going for a quick hand, which makes sense. We already cut the North, so one Yakuhai at least safe to him. Nine's also safe up top. It looks as if they're going for Tanpin related stuff on all fronts, with the possible exception of Riichi might be going Manzu Honitsu here. Yeah, I mean, Chiril's on a hot streak. You've got to respect that when it happens. I mean, at the moment, we're just sitting pretty and staying out of trouble, ultimately. Maybe Chiril's not on a Manzu. I thought he might have been based on his discards, but if he's ignored 955... It's a little dodgy, this one, but I think this is where we want to go with it.
No.
Okay, we'll give Egan 2 pay. Would rather have not done that, but I was prioritizing defense against Chiral, so it's fine. Yeah, I might have been able to work around that, or at least identify that Egan was Tenpai earlier. But hey. This hand is a decent payoff for it, though. If we can get this 6-0, we're in business. Okay, that's not a bad draw. Might have worked keeping the 7 over the 4 just for the outside Sanshikyu chances, but...
Riichi.
Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, we're at least got a safe first tile. Egan in last place carning into the Riichi, which makes a sort of sense. Oh, we are in trouble here, actually. If we cut 8, we have nothing, but we don't have anything... Yeah, we got nothing here. That is going to put us to third. Okay, need to actually get into this game now.
Chi.
Okay, pair of pairs and a quick attack. So I'm assuming quick attack on Itsu, which means I should probably be playing my red now before I do anything else. Yep. So chance it's Chanter as well, but for some reason I don't think it is. And the second red comes back to taunt me. Well, at least now I know the jam flow is sort of going this way around, so maybe it'll come back to me. Who knows? I'd say 5 against that. Well, this board state looks horrible.
Chi.
So, Rise was on the fence about that discard. He has given me 2 safe tiles, though. So I assume that's Ishanten for Rise, not Tenpai, otherwise that wouldn't be that much of a decision. Dora, really? Aegon, there is some basic defensive training I can give you here. If you have 2 players calling who are probably Tenpai, do not, under any circumstances, discard Dora unless your hand is an absolute beast. That being said, we have a dealer turn. Yeah, I mean, I figured Ishant. I mean, obviously, Rise isn't hearing what I'm saying, but you know, I figured Ishanten for it wasn't, because if it was Tenpai, he'd have gone for it straight away with that. Oh, I don't mind Khans, and obviously, if Kyril is Khaning from that position, he is definitely Tenpai. So with 2 definitely Tenpai people, or probably you can make an argument that Rise might not be, but still. What am I even doing with this hand? I don't know. What am I? 5-6 down. I've unfortunately discarded the wrong ping, so I discarded a pair. Could have worked that out, actually. There were 9s on the board already. Yeah. Yeah, I've just got nowhere. And small mistake, but they're building up. I mean, have I hit Tenpai this match thus far? Unacceptable, you say? Third West.
Riichi.
Alright, Aegon with Dora free in my dealer turn. And 2 reaches against me. Yeah, this is not feeling entirely good. I'll say, if Karo can do me the mercy of just taking a win off Rise here, that'd be quite nice. But both of them are Riichi, so we'll see what happens. Oh, 2 more safe tiles. I hate that this is what the reality is at this point, but... We're not even in the South round yet, so these Souths aren't doing anything. Chanyu Nomi. I mean, I guess the door at 3. I'm not sure I agree with that. But, hey, it's happened. It's put me in a worse position. Alright. Well, we're 2 away with this hand. Possible Sanshikyu as well. So, yeah, let's hope we draw a 7-so or an 8-pin early. Because this is our best shot at getting a value hand together here. And we're 9-2 down, so we now need Mungans. That is a pair. And it means we're technically Ishanten for Reach Chanta Sanshikyu. Or Reach Junchan Sanshikyu, actually. Come on, 7-so. I'm going to discuss the door on turn thing. Nope. We're going to stick the high value here. This is Hanneman with the Reach. But 2 specific tiles, we need 1 of them. No, I'm not going to turn calls off, because if we can get it from Rise, even open, this is free, so... Another 2 from the hand. Okay. Let's go. Junchan Sanshikyu. Mongan. Dama on the 7-so. Not yet. Give it another want to give one more go round.
Riichi.
I mean, technically we had Mungan without the Reach, so this is just to force Hanneman. But it's a bad weight either way, it's just where we do get the 7 in the last 6 draws. And how many of them are in people's hands? I've got to hope there's a couple in the wall, basically. Or that somebody needs to push. That's needs to push discard from Rise. Over there, he's got 4 of them. Not 3 of them.
Riichi.
Well, is my luck just nowhere? Alright. He had 2 of them when the winners is out. Well, so I imagine it was a dead weight. Nothing I can do about that. As Agen says, doesn't like starting his dealer. I think ending his dealer might become worse, depending on how this goes. Alright. Well, we're in a rough position at the moment. Maybe I should have just stayed Dharma with that, but equally need to put some pressure on. Yeah. There's arguments there, in truth. It was a Mungan without Reach, though. And that's usually my threshold for staying silent, especially if it's not the best of weights. Either way.
Chi.
I don't know why we're forcing this, except that we're trying to force something. Yeah, this is full tilt. I should not be going for this. I'm just nowhere. This call did nothing. It's just...
Chi.
Alright, freezer walled off, so 1-2 should be safe. Tanyo it is. Toy Toy Door at 3. I just keep losing ground. That's not an Itzy, sir. You was opened. You're not allowed to celebrate that. Hagen calling out a sequence. I mean, Hagen's 18 behind, so honestly, his chances of catching up are basically nothing. Unless he can pull out some miracle hand, which doesn't seem especially likely at the moment. Yeah, he's on a cheap one. So it doesn't even really hurt me that much to just prop him up a bit. That being said, I am drawing nothing. I've had one Tenpai all game, and that unfortunately didn't work. And this is looking like it's going to be a pair weight, unless I can cut the ones and go for a Tanpin, which ideally is what we want to be doing. Evening, Sammy. Yeah, let's get the ones now. If Aang isn't some form of outside hand, I'd rather just force that, and we want to be on Tampin anyway.
Riichi.
Used to be fine. So ultimately, draw the free pin. We have Reach Tanpin.
Run, run, run.
I mean, if you're gonna throw free, don't throw free pins against Reaches. Yeah, Aiden is frustrated, but I'm equally frustrated. Because that was a more possibly workable hand that I could work against that. I mean, that was a bad... In many ways, that was a bad reach. Obviously, it was successful, so, you know, pinch of salt. Sometimes bad reaches work, but... What do we want to do here? Okay, let's cut this one. It's 50-50 entirely on this one, but we see an extra 9, so there's slightly more chance of us drawing a pair of these. Well, actually, no, there isn't. One each. There is no difference. So again, we got the pair weight up if that happens. Aegon Carning. Interesting. Yeah, let's go this way around. So we're adding Ipeiko. Can potentially cut this still. I'm okay with this. Especially since the 8s were out anyway, so... Okay, Ishanten.
Riichi.
Yeah, let's go for 0. So this is Riichi Pinfu Nami. But there's Kandora, so we're happy with this one. We're giving 0 information about our reach after the fact. Just a shame, really, because we could have been on that 5-8 weight.
No.
Unfortunately, it didn't hit Kandora. Midfin 2K. Okay, all last. Interesting. We'll take North because that gives us an extra draw if that happens. This is a not very valuable hand with the way it's currently set up. Yeah, let's go 2 into the middle here. We could make this Chanter potentially, but I think honestly we're just doing East and repeat here. Aiden is just going to take any win that comes, which is not going to help me out a great deal, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, just any win and go.
Pong.
Not much I can do about that.
Kan.
Alright, so we have a Tenpai, Hellweight on the 7. Obviously want to get off of that if we can, but... yeah, that'll do. Let's go this way. Gonna be quicker. Okay, not the worst. That puts us into at least something. Oh, for God's sake, of course I draw it. I mean, to be fair, it might not have the exact same set of calls and sequences. Doesn't matter, Hagen deals in. So that ruins any chances of me doing anything. Yes, games. Definitely were had there. Yes, you played that quite badly, Hagen, based on what I could work out. I can be salty at my own reasons for that game, but you know, there was definitely some misplays. It is fine. I hit 1 Tenpai all game, and it's the one I decided to go really aggressive on. Actually, I hit 2 because I hit towards the end there, but it doesn't matter. Okay then, so let's have a look. So we have Prospero, Draconis, and Aegon currently queued up. So I guess I'm gonna go and join that in a moment. Give it a couple of seconds just to see. Okay. Prospero, Draconis, Aegon, myself. Good luck. Now, honestly, as I said, I just hit a Tenpai twice all game, and that one of that was the last hand when Aegon was pushing with nothing to try and get that win. But again, he's entitled to go for his wins. But I had a Junchan Sanchiku, which I decided to reach with. And ultimately, yeah, that put people on the defensive against the tile, and it didn't work out. It happens. True, true. Okay then, so Pinfu, possible Sanchiku, but we need a bit of luck to make that work. Probably just going to cut the 1-2 here and see where we end up. Indeed, as I say, I didn't even get a chance to discard anything in that hand. But alas, that's the way it goes sometime. You can't complain when somebody's running hot. You can complain when somebody's tilted out, which I definitely was towards the middle of that game. But again, that was just 4 games of just not getting to Tenpai that did that. Well, more than 4 games really, but you know. Yeah, we'll take it this time. Might as well just try and force 1,000. I'd say a little awkward that we needed 6 and 6, but you know. That's a little better now. Sure. Yeah, I should have kept that 8 and kept the Sanchiku, I think, but it's fine. Oh, we hit Tenpai.
Chi.
But 1,000 mostly dealer. We'll take that. Oh, live red. Do we care about it this late? We might do. We made 2 calls. I think if we tried to fold out or play around that red, we'd have definitely been no 10 at the end, so. Oh, that is unfortunate. I think we might have to do similar logic here, although dealing in with the Apatsu is never a good thing. What do I have that works? Nothing. Yeah, go for it. We have a fated Sanzo. Would have wanted to discard had we been able to keep that, but Dora's safe there. It's not safe that way round. We are going to play 7. Yeah, we're out of this. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Was 7 played before the reach? It was played afterwards. And aim on a fair weight. The Suanko attempt. Absolutely the Suanko attempt. Actually, Mono did pop in a little earlier, but hey. Anyway, this is not a bad opening hand. We're probably looking to just pin through something here. And yeah, as I say, Mono is up. Mono is up here. But was it for me? I mean, to be fair, he quite liked that manga, that Toy Sananko. I don't think he can claim it was entirely for him. What do I want to do here? Yeah, we'll just play the 7 in our hand here. Okay, end of line Hatsu, which Aiden can't. So hit Dora 1. Gonna be overcalled again? No. Anyway, so open. Currently we have an empty queue, so in theory, there might be, based on people in the chat, but I don't actually know. We might have enough for another game, depending. Nice. Okay, I'm going to keep the option open here for a Sanch queue. But most likely we're just going to fill this and go for a reach pin through 1. mean, honestly, it just felt that I couldn't do a lot about that second place, in truth. It was just, yeah. That is unfortunate. Can we fight against this? I don't think we can. That's annoying. Fourth south. Well, we're safe for the end. Triplet there. Yeah, ultimately we just, again, we just did not get Final Tower 2 to get us there. Ishanten Hell is a horrible place. Okay. More stuff and things. Regan's giving it a go.
Note.
But apparently no 10. So what are we looking at here? Again, just have to get lucky with some instant middle tiles and get something lucky, fortunate around the pin zoo at the moment. But one north out, so we're not going to worry about holding on to it. And again, probably just down pin. Okay, off-wind from Aegon. Okay, I'm kind of okay with that. How greedy is too greedy in this position, do we think? Because I could potentially... Nah, we're gonna stick with what we got. Mind you, what we got is not working. Yeah, we already know 1/7's gone, so it's basically a double... It's a pair weight with only 2 outs, both of them Sanzo. Give him the 2, discarding 3, and possibly going for something like that. Who knows? Either way, Draconis is taking the decision away from us. We were slow either way with that. But again, the game has not gotten away from us. Nobody's pulled off a big hand yet, so... So I think this is going to come down to whether we draw a 7-man first or whether we draw something else. I mean, it's keeping me in this at the moment, gotta be honest, so I'm not too upset with it. Alright, so we have 2 probable save tiles for the rest of this. So let's just play things out. We've given up the chances of going for Toito with this, I think. And we dropped there. Well, there's that big hand. Well, there's the Mahjong Sumo that Agen just dealt into. Because you dealt a risky tile, sir. Ah, dear. To be fair, I didn't analyse how risky that might have been. South. Yeah, it still happens, but obviously the value judgment is there as well. So you can make a more reasonable estimate about what they've got. Yeah, as Carol was kind of explaining. But yeah, the disadvantage of there being no red 5s, it means that the Mahjong hand them in hands, if they happen, yeah. Unless you're in a tight point game, there's no point in bailing from a 1k hand. Okay. This is unfortunately true. Okay. Well, Riichi Pinfu is a thing we got coming up. There's no value here. We might get a door of 1, potentially. If we draw 5 pin, then do some shenanigans around it. But I think ultimately... yeah, Draconis plays legit. Draconis is a decent player. I think he played 2 games last year, but... next year we do all red tiles. I mean, there's no... the other downside of this is, of course, it makes the big hands more impactful, really. But it also means that small dealings aren't really going to be that much of a problem. Nice. Okay. What do we want to do with this? So we have a 5, 6, 7... I'm going to think about this one a moment, because if we can piggyback this to 5, 7 here and take the Sanshikyu, then that's fine. But again, we would need a 7 to make that happen. Yeah, this probably isn't worth thinking about. We'll just reach it next turn.
Riichi.
Yeah. Riichi Pinfu. Because 5 is also Dora, so this is the other reason for possibly thinking about that. But we'll just take the Riichi. Pinfu, Sumo, Freehan, take a hit. Agen decides to call and go on the attack. I mean, yeah, Dharma Mahjong, when you can get away with it, is probably something to consider. Given how valuable a Mahjong actually is in this. Wrong fort. Agen has nicely walled those off. Fatigues are out. Freeze there as well. I still don't think anyone's going to play 4-7, but, you know. I say that, knowing full well that Aegon and Prosper are in the lobby and will occasionally do that. Well, we'll see. I mean, the tournament playstyle is to play for 1,000 points anyway, so... Well, looks like we're going to pick up the draw unless somebody wants to go aggressive. To be fair, I've played one Sozi tile, and while it is a half CG, I still don't think that's going to get a 4-7 played. Can you pause 1 sec? I can absolutely pause 1 sec. Pausing is CAD. Hopefully it wasn't something that was significant to delay, but yeah. No, he's insignificant. He's got 2 discards to make. He's not going to deal into me. He's a good enough player to not do that. Unless he hits a Mungan or Hanneman Plus, he wouldn't not play a 4-7 in this position, even with the Friesen 2s walled off. It's just, my hand is too obviously Sozi related, so... Yep, no worries. Resume. This being said, I can sumo it now. Now. Well, okay. Riichi Patsu Haite Sumo. There are some very questionable discards going on here. Okay. Well, we have a new leader. Yeah, technically I'm closer to the top position where I currently am, so fine. Maybe, but it's a new Riichi. If it's a new Riichi, you have to consider what's safe to the new Riichi, ultimately, unless you think this a bluff that late in the game. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm slightly just tilted and slightly annoyed because I've had a few instances already today of that sort of thing happening, where I have finally hit a hand and then it's just taken away from me because other people playing bad. Okay. Which again, I shouldn't be annoyed about, and it's going to affect me playing in the future. But it happens, and I've still got to try and process it somehow, and that's easily how I'm going to be able to do that. Just express and go. No worries. Phew, okay, that's a draw. Wouldn't necessarily like to be on Medora with this, but... And equally, only your 1 9-pin played. And I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Do I care about this enough? 2 would be fine. We've played the 5 out. Technically, I should probably get rid of Dora here. But it's just Dora, and I might need that to get above position. So we're gonna be greedy and go for the Dora side of things. See once it's played. See, South would have been perfect had I not have done that. But again, best laid plans. See, 1 East now would be quite good. Record nothing. That's just the way it worked. He allowed me to get to that position by not reaching early, so... Okay, well, that's 2 triplets discarded. A direction next, then that's just, yeah. Complete wrong decision has been made. Well, that's not a thing. Okay. Not much I can do about this. I'm just absolutely behind on things. Yeah. Dealer Reach will dodge. Good hand. Yeah, forced surviving in this position is pretty devastating. What do I care about doing here? Let's just... Okay, card hitting the 9. So, Terminal Call Aegon, Terminal Call Prospero. Alright, that adds some options. Probably should have hit the 3, but I want to obviously give ourselves the possible Sanshouku here. So... and of course, drawing 6 or 8 gives us Tenpai on the other one, so... we'll see. Third turn. I think I'm going to 4-man and find a way to fold out of this one. Does that change anything? 8s aren't walled off yet. No, we're not gonna chance it. I mean, to be fair, what information you have is certainly what I have, and I can critique all I want. Mostly about my own hands, but you know. At this point, I don't think going all in for 1,000 points on this board is worthwhile, so we are waiting for another one.
Note.
Alright, Door East versus Aegon's Pairweight. Okay. Free for free hands of unknown value, I think, is the key here for my 1,000 point hand. Besides, I wasn't Tenpai and I had to start calling for it, so... No, we can wait and get chances here. The only risk we have now, I guess, is just hitting the 70k threshold, but the if being important there. Okay. Yeah, this isn't a close game right now. Last turn. Okay, double Yaku High from the dealer. Sure. This isn't where I wanted to go with this hand, but... No Khan? Nope, there is a toy against it. By the way, definite Tenpai, 7 pin coming from hand, 3 pin coming from hand. Although it has put Aegon to Tenpai doing the exact same thing, although apparently he's cut a pair to do this. So his toy is potentially a mess. Alright. Mangan. And I have now got to get a Mangan. I've got to get a hand this time, right now. Otherwise, I just finish third. Well, to be fair, this isn't a bad start. But... yeah, presumably. Might cut the 1-2 very early here. We'll see. Yeah, honestly, we'll cut the 1 at least, because that gives us the Tanya whichever way around this goes. But we're probably going to end up cutting both. Hoping that doesn't cost us too much here. We'll see. But yeah, absolutely imperative we get a win here. CMO ideally to give us a bit of a buffer with Draconis. Okay, that was nice. And worked out. Only downside is that might lead us to a 10 weight, but we can always cut the other 4. Yishanten. 4-man ideally. Of course it isn't. Reach on the 8.
Riichi.
We put a 2 up very early, but we'll see. Reach Tanyo, Dora. If I don't disrupt Coast Draconis now and he just gets any... well, okay. Goes for it. Well. Whims of the gods, then. Yeah. And it wasn't a better weight than mine. He did have one of my winners, but... jeez. Alright. Nothing to do about that. Oh dear. Yeah, reach an 8-pin, followed by reach on a 3-pin. Just unfortunate the way that was worked out, but hey. Yeah, GG. I apologize for the salt levels. Okay, I'll give it a couple of moments and then see who is in and whether or not I'm joining again. But I probably got to go feed the cats now anyway, so I prefer to get one started off and then just go from things. We currently have 3 people in. Prospero, Mono, Aegon. Well, Kyrol, I'm not happy either, so I say get in there and play. Indeed, I have to feed those cats. Look, he's just there, sitting on the little poof I have. He was just now woken up and realised, you know what? I've not been fed yet. This is unacceptable. If my room wasn't a mess, I'd move the webcam to show you. But he is, yeah, no, if Oro wants in, that's absolutely fine. I'll sort that out. I'll just wait until it starts and then... there. But the cat feeding is being delayed by you. You will suffer Artie's wrath. To be fair, he's just lying there. He doesn't actually seem to care about food, but you know. Oro is in. So this is Prospero, Mono, Aegon, Oro. I'm going to start that game off, and I'll be back in a few. So, catch you in a moment. I have returned, and we are 25 seconds away from being able to watch the shenanigans. I am perfectly happy to play another game in the background if we have enough players for that, but we shall see. Okay, let's have a go. So Aegon is starting south, but we are going to follow the starting dealer, because we're actually going to remember to do that this time. Okay, so Mono with an okay hand and one Dora. Prospero has opened 2 Dora and a reasonably good Tanyo attempt. See how that goes. Could be 7 pairs depending on how the draws go. And I kind of like Aura's hand as well. So, a few options here. Okay, Mono decides not to go for the Tanyo, but is rewarded with a pair of Easts. 1 remaining, but it is in Aura's hand and likely to come out at some point, because that hand is developing quite nicely. Do you get participation points? You get noted down as having played 2 games. Well, 3 games in this case. I mean, honestly, I don't cut the Dora here for the moment, but... I can't call on that at the moment. Still a couple away. We'll see. Okay, pair established. Mind you, probably had that. Yeah, this is where the tricky 3-pin discard comes in now. Call for Tenpai at this point. It's a little tricky, but I think, yeah, this is probably a 3-pin discard. If you have Tenpai on the 4-5. Fair. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Double pair established. Yeah, I think that kind of commits to now cutting the free. Unless you pay the free up, of course. Meanwhile, that appears to be Tenpai for Oro. So, 4-7. Aegon Ishanten for Ipeiko. Nothing much. Advancement for Prospero is 2 Dora hand, but looks like that 7's getting isolated unless he drops the pair of 5s possibly for it. Nope, there's the dealing. Oro with the Apatsu Mangan.
Riichi, 一発、ピンフ、ドラ。Mangan.
Yeah, and again, it's risky middle tiles after the reach. I mean, obviously he's got 2 Dora, and Tanyo 2 is fine, at least in terms of getting hand value, but you need to be a bit more cautious about at least the Apatsu draws. Maybe that's me being... maybe that's my passive mindset thinking about things, but, you know, that felt like a stretch at that stage. Anyway, Aegon's dealer turn. Hands are a little more awkward this time around. I think Prospero's got the better deal about this. Okay, we have something happening in about 5 minutes, which we will look forward to. No, we're not going to pray for you until we see it, and we don't see it for 5 minutes, by which time you know whether it's worked or not. And by the way, you give us spoilers on whether it worked or not, we shake our fists at you, sir. Alright, so Dora Green stuck in Mono and Aegon's hand for the time being, although Aegon is a bit of away from anything at this point. As I say, best hand at the table appears to be Prospero's, probably followed by Oro's. But actually, yeah, Oro is Ishanten on a pair weight. Pair weight or a closed 3-pin. Aegon will pull something off. Absolutely he will. Absolutely Aegon will pull something off. Goodness knows what it'll be, but he'll pull it off. Yes, yes, clearly. Okay, well that's the pair weight for Oro, and decides to go for it. So 1 so 7-pin. One so left in the wall, and the 7-pin unlikely to come out of Mono based on the hand shape. Meanwhile, Prospero gets a triplet, and sure, I guess. Okay, so Oro's weight effectively reliant on Mono or Aegon breaking it up at some point, which is unfortunate, but we'll see. I mean, 1 so could come out of Aegon's hand at some stage, depending on hand development, but given he's still got dragons to get rid of, and with a reach up, I don't see the green dragon coming out of any of their hands at the moment, unless Prospero hits Tempai. No, I mean, yeah, it's a fair reach. It's just at the moment, with the way the draws have happened, it's not got a lot of chances of working. Meanwhile, Prospero is slowly building up his possible Itsu. But I think the only way Prospero advances his hand further is if Oro draws and discards a green at any point. Or Prospero gets his second green himself. Okay, value is now in the hand. We gave you warnings about spoilers, sir. Alright, 4-7 Sozi weight. Five draws remaining. Yes, Aegon's just discarding defensively against Prospero, which makes sense. It is, but I think he's done it defensively rather than necessarily trying to get this hand completed. That being said, he's got a draw for Tempai now. Up until that point. Answer appears to be no. Okay, Prospero dealer turn. Again, has hit 2 Dora and a pretty nice starting hand. So we shall see how development goes. Ah, I see what yeah, mono, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's not going to work. But anyway, we move on. For all of 2 draws in the last match. To be fair, 2 draws is what Mono has managed thus far. It can work from an 8 start, yeah. I mean, sometimes if you got an 8 start, there's not really much point in doing anything else, at least in the initial phases, but really you're trying to pivot into Honitsu or Chitoi. The plan is almost never Kokushi from an 8 start. Well, no help in quite a while here. But of course, the risk of the Kokushi is always that the fact that proportionally the other players will have more middle tiles, which is hence Prospero's decent hand, hence Agen's semi-decent hand here. But cut 1, 2 and go, maybe? Nope, he cuts 6, 7 instead. Which, yeah, Prospero takes because that puts them Ishanten. And that is Tenpai. I'd take the Tenpai here. Yeah. Tenpai achieved. It's early enough, it might get it. The Norse is stuck in Oro's hand, obviously, with 2 in the wall. It's 2 Dora, so I mean, I'd take a one-sided 2 Dora Tenpai here as dealer. Honestly, I'd probably go for this for 1,000 points, in truth, if I could get this early enough. Maybe a little late for it, but if I can manage this in the first row, this would be fine. Oh, draw of death. Well, you got to keep the Tenpai at the moment, but you're going to have to do some work. Yeah, it might be worth you cutting the 8-7 here, in truth. And he does. Doesn't feel like it was meant to be for him at the moment. Ooh, big sumo. Mono has once again pulled off a Yakuman on stream. And he's only 13,000 points away from just taking the auto win at this point as well. Game loves to rub it in. Absolutely it does. Okay, alright, this is actually not a bad recovery hand given what's just happened. So, yeah, good luck. But obviously we're supporting everybody else except Mono at this point. So it's a little awkward to turn this into a Honitsu here. Most likely I'd be thinking Sozu related, but again, just if he can get the chun, that's pretty much all he needs, and just getting everything else sorted. Yeah, I'd call this. Yeah. Clearly my bad feeling was just disaster sense. I mean, my feeling was basically I'd had 2 miserable third places in a row and the cats needed feeding. That hurt my feelings, Shadow. Ah, look, you know we mean it in jest because we know you're a better player than you let on half the time. But dear God, do I have to support the underdogs? And you've just pulled off a Yakuman. You are no longer the underdog. You know the rules. Absolutely. Absolutely. But he's definitely not the underdog in this position. Unfortunate, but we should like Yakumans, but it's happened now, so, you know, now we got to support the other players. They got to get their Yakumans in. Okay, Prospero reaching, Tanyo closed Friso. And that's the deal in. But given that Mono is a Yakuman up, I think he can live with this. Okay, south round. Clearly. To be fair, though, the red dragon wasn't coming out, so that had kind of hindered all of the plans of the hand at that stage. But it's what it is. Alright, Mono with the aggressive early call. He's got options to either pivot into one of the Akihai or to go into Tanya. Oh no, but by the time this is hitting, I've lost the ability to type. I mean, that was very well stated, given that you've lost the ability to type. Either that was the 1,000 monkeys, 1,000 typewriters thing happening. Okay, much prefers to obviously have the Yagai here, but we'll see. What was he actually up against in terms of things? Oro's a little slow looking at the hand here. Prospero, there or thereabouts. Aegon is Ishanten. Quick, more caffeine! No worries. But the call for more caffeine is always one that is needs to be sounded. Okay, so Ishanten for dragon only. Mono's bluffing the Tanyo. Well, maybe not building Tanya, but Tanya Honitsu at the moment. Alright, pair weight Tenpai. Eigen just hits Tenpai. And he's gone for the dragon pair weight rather than the 4-7. Well, that was nearly a temp to hunt. That was a temp to hunt play. Okay. I mean, technically that was where the value was. That was how you maximize the hand value out there, so I can't say it was wrong. I'm saying it probably wasn't the best move. Alright. Eigen's dealer turn. I'm just moving the game along. Yeah, I guess. Although he's not that far away. 24,000 points, no dealer turns left. I mean, Mangan Sumo from Eigen here, and the game is back on in a very real way. Speaking of game on the real way, that is a set of Norse, but no actual Yakuhai here, so I assume this is a Toy or desperate attempt to get that white dragon later. One out, one in Eigen's hand, yeah. I think that's preemptive, but we'll see how Ora develops, though. He now is kind of committed to Toy here, or the Honitsu, if he can... I mean, Honitsu's possible. Putting more points on the board isn't necessarily a bad thing from third place here. How are we looking? So... Let's say Eigen's 2 from pairs if he wants to go that route. Eight would have probably been preferable to the 6 if he was, though. Mono's hand is developing. And Ora has got himself to the Honitsu. Might have been tempted. I mean, Eigen's had a couple of times he's been able to call that 2-man. I might have been tempted on the second one. There's a single red dragon left, but one's already out. So you could potentially get that, but I can understand waiting. I would probably still have played the East here over the 4, at least for what he's doing, but... Especially as he would have had Tenpai at that point. Okay. Mono has hit Dharma 4-7. So Pin Fudora 1. And Prospero has options. Of course Eigen counts this. Of course he counts this. He didn't call anything from Mono earlier, but of course he cans that. As I say, a couple of times with a 2-man, I would have actually accepted those as legitimate. But, you know, he's decided not to play them, has discarded the things that would have been useful for that anyway. Can't give the Honitsu, that might have been an option. Now discards East, which should have gone a little earlier than this. Ultimately, he's still in the same position. He still needs this red dragon. But if he was going to calm that, he should have called the things from earlier. Yeah. Well, his hit is red, so he's managed to get there. One away at least. Yeah, that's the... Yeah. This is the call I'm really alluding to with this, but hey. Well, Oro did hit Tenpai. But Aegon has lost his dealer turn, is still in second. It's still a tight battle for second at the moment. But is anybody going to string some wins together and challenge Mono's Yakuman? Not the best of opening hands from Prospero here, but we'll give it some time. Might just end up being a Tanyo or something. Yeah, I can understand Mono calling that. I'd have been tempted to with Prospero here, I've got to be honest. Given how bad the hand... I mean... Call that kind of second honor. Maybe it's too aggressive, but I'd be definitely tempted to be calling and just going for a hand from here. Who knows? As it turns out, though, by not calling, he's actually got himself a much better sort of aligned shape here, and he's still sort of building up towards Pinfu, so... What do I know? The calling is reasonable. As I tempted, but obviously Mono's taking that call now and he's going for the quick hand, which, again, Mono's in the position where that absolutely makes sense for him. See, now definitely. But... yeah, from there, I'd have just taken the 2 and tried to run away with a quick repeat here. Because I don't think the hand's going to get valuable enough to gain a position right now, so he needs more time. And another spin of a dice as dealer, I think. But staying dumber. I mean... yeah, but it's a lot less value you can rely on at this point. Mono Ishanten. I assume Oro is going for Toy Toy at this point. Or just hoping to get another South. I mean, maybe, but ultimately it's... I'd have just tried to go for the more certain Tanyo here, open Tanyo, and just try to get a repeat with a better hand. Alright, Mono hits Tenpai 4-7. And Oro does now have Dora 3 on the right-hand side, and is not a million miles away. Reach from Aegon. It is a 1-4-3. And Oro goes into Mono. So Simples plus the 1000 reach stick. So that pretty much secures Mono's victory. It also actually defends Hagen's second place because he lost the reach stick, but obviously 1000 point deal in. Alright, final dealer turn. Final chance for a rampage. 1000 points gets you second. But of course we have the current restriction on the end rule, which basically says that the game carries on while you keep winning. Which, to be fair, is no different from how it would be in a normal situation, but... just saying, if this was Mono, he'd be having to throw away this last hand. We'll see. I mean, to be fair, he's just hit Ipeiko on his initial draw here, and that hand looks pretty strong. He's gone for the double read. on the green dragon. But he doesn't quite have Kairos levels of Dram, so... I mean, to be fair, versus the 8. I'd have... Yeah. I mean, I see it, but I don't see it happening. You're up against double reach. At that point, Kokushi is definitely a problem. The fact that you're hardlining it, though, has meant you've prevented yourself from dealing in. To be fair, you have loads of safe tiles if you need to worry about that, but you know. So what's left? White Dragon still needed. 9-man north. A little. But we keep going. For a 2-away Kokushi. Prosperous Sumos. And that, I think, actually gives Agen the lead again. Even though it's 2 Han. I say lead again. Second, but yeah. Prosper finishes last, but does pick up the win. So, nope, not quite enough. Alright, I am ready for one more game, which will be my last one. You actually have points. We'll see if you keep them. Second game is Prospero, Rigadan, myself, and Oro were the first in. Mono has just jumped in, but he's a bit late. So that's the way it's going to go. Random seats, and best of luck to you all. And this is probably going to be my last game of tonight. Actually got points. I need to go to sleep. Yes, you've got points. You can dream of points. I'm dreaming of a game where I don't just disappointingly go to third place. And have one Tenpai all game. I don't think he's winning, but he's doing a thing. Okay, this is a thing. Call 1, call 2, call 3, maybe. See how this goes.
Pong.
Mono definitely is ahead. He got an 80k win, so he is
Pong.
probably massively ahead. Alright, so we still have both options here. I'm going to stick with both options. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take the low value win here. Don't judge me. This is just... I could also toy this potentially still if I just can trade either of these, but I'm going to go with this. See if I'd have done it the other way around. I'd had that. I've had the Honitsu. Okay. Indeed. That's exactly the right attitude, Carol. Don't worry about it.
No.
Alright, 2k Renchan. Let's go. That should have been, that could and should have been worth more though. But I like my chase. I like my 1,000-point chases. Might even do a few more of those as we go. That being said, I'm not easily going to be chasing 1,000 points from this. Only 7 so would solve that. Shanten. Yeah, we'll go door side with this. Missed a possible Itzy. One 4, 1 7 played. No freeze. So this 4-7 is starting to look worse and worse as we go. 2-2. I should probably have played Vidora earlier than this. But a free man also... Well, free man gives us the pin through here as well, so... Which it didn't do initially. No, it did. There we go.
Riichi.
Reach pin through. Dora 1. Immediately follows the 2-man with Adora is a interesting one from Oro. And we did miss an Itsu. Oh well. I suppose if he knows enough to say they're walled off, though he probably shouldn't because we got 3 of them in our hand. Okay, see reach. I'd be much happier about this if you'd have played a 7 or a 4 earlier, but hey. Wrong 4. Still 5 outs. It's not impossible that there's one in the wall we can draw. Two more draws. passed. Which we knew it did because it passed the previous turn, but you know.
No.
Okay, we got the hit. Bit fortunate, but it happens. Riichi in Fedora. Alright, now we just need to get a hit off of Prospero, and we finished our dealer turn successfully. As fun as rushing 1,000 points with this hand would be, I'd need a pair of one of these to start. Probably both. Probably two of these. Oro looking like Honitsu or Kokushi attempt. Just a Riichi Pinfu versus another Riichi, and eventually just unfortunate dealing from the Riichi position. But free hand 5,800 plus a couple of Riichi sticks.
Pon.
Honitsu then. And we are technically Ishanten. It's not a good Ishanten necessarily, but it is Ishanten. Also, the fact that green hasn't come out of anybody yet makes me think that Oro is probably going in on the greens here. We'll go for the Ipeiko, because that gives us the Yaku if we have to go round. And also more easily allows us to just take that green. No call from Oro.
G.
If I call that go west, I'm relying on the green, and I think Oro's got a pair of them. It might not be Oro in truth, he might just have a Honitsu anyway, but somebody's got a pair of them. I doubt Ryan's a thing that's going to happen today. This doesn't feel like a Ryan turning up hand. It doesn't even seem like a Ryan is threatening to turn up hand in truth, but... That being said, it suddenly became one.
Pon.
Obviously we're playing for safety here, but... Honitsu on the board, 4 turns to go. We are going to look at the possible pairs hand we nearly had and just weep. So 6 gets us to the end, and...
Note.
Wasn't waiting on it, but did have it. Either way, I'm okay with that as a dealer turn. Indeed. And had we have got a bit more oil in on it, and had we known it was safe, we might have managed it, actually. But alas, Ryan was not due to turn up today. Eventually he'll turn up, and it'll be a party when he does. But not today. Yeah, well, North out. There's two of them out. I mean, to be fair, Ryan can be waiting on anything, and Ryan is just something that looks 7 pairs. He that's a bit close to that's in sequences and numbers. So, arguably, yes. If this was anywhere near competitive, I'd probably say no spoiling about Ryan's, but equally, you know. How do we want to play this? Let's go that for now. I really want to draw a free pin. Free pin would be optimal. I take a 2-pin. I take... yeah, just something connected to this. Ugh. Okay. Alright, let's draw it now. It's going to be a problem if we don't, so... So 6-0 ideally, but we'll take what comes. Of course you're memeing. But this is not a Ryan hand. And if I draw another 8, I've already having already discarded a 9 earlier, it's definitely not a Ryan hand. Maybe if I'd have kept the 9 and had both, then maybe, but still. I have a Suji up. One was just played. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. It's reached nothing, but let's see. Clearly, you can't see hand. Absolutely. He does like to complain in chat, this is true. Okay. In before, Rinshan Sumo. Come on. Okay, I got one half of my prediction correct. I just got the sumo part of it. The boring part. Riichi Sumo Nomi. But I also get all of the lovely, lovely points that are in the middle, so... Western Run? Maybe? How far ahead are we? 11,000. If we can get an early 7 so, then I think we do the thing and run, but... Honestly, with the way the hand's developing... Yeah, okay, we might just be going for this now. Okay, we're gonna go for the hand. Now this card's kind of telegraph we're in that suit anyway, but you know, let's go for it anyway. If we pull it off, it's 2, and if we don't pull it off, well, fine. We still got a West as a backup plan. The one remaining West, of course. If nothing else, it's not Pinfu, whatever it is. But Riichi is free. Riichi would be enough. Alright, who wants to aura this late? Somebody must. Only 2 minutes left? 2. Yeah, okay, let's take it. Oh, we've been overcalled. What kind of nonsense is that? You overcall us at our moment of glory. Alright, Hatsu's live. I'm going to play the West out. Immediately replace one bonus pair with another bonus pair. Perfect. And then we get the West anyway. That's fine. What is with the level of luck we have at the moment?
Note.
Presumably Yakula's dealing. Well, actually, I don't know if he'd been on that hand since that point, but... As I say, it might have been Yakulus. It might have been a deal-in that was Yakulus at the time because he had the pair of reds and nothing else, seemingly, and also 789 sequence. So I'm wondering if it was just a Yakulus thing, just debating calling and trying to get around. But honestly, if he had the pair of reds at that point, he'd probably call anyway, irrespective of that, just because Dora Free and Jin is Mangan, especially as dealer. And if nothing else, calling Dora Free as dealer is usually enough to put the fear of God in most people. Mind you, he's been playing it long enough to know that nobody cares about strong dealer positions, and defense is only a consideration. Well, either way, Gap is produced. And then mind games. Well, indeed. Possibly. Huh. I don't have any safe way to make this work, but let's go for it anyway. Well, I have 2 safe tiles now. 4 safe tiles now. Yeah, I can't go into this. Unknown dealer Riichi, we're gonna just play this calmly. Two more safe tiles. Six, 6, 6, 6. All the 6s are gone. Let's see, pair of 7s, pair of 9s, 9, 9, 9. This is what I'm working out at the moment. I think the 8's safe, but... yeah, Aura beat me to the attack, so... yeah, 6 free pair weight. It's fine, we all know you like to just sit in judgment. Anyway, I think this is just a Tanyo attack unless we have them draw a pair of the Dora very, very soon.
Pong.
Okay, let's go. Let's show 1,000 points and see what happens. There we go. Let's just keep drawing terminal tiles and go for the impossible hand. Yep, it is East free, still. I have 3 small wins, Prosper's had a couple of wins, so yeah. Yeah, interesting. We might come back to that. Honestly, yeah, next improvement is Tenpai, so... Fortunately, my free 6s are disappearing.
Chi.
Oh, as much as I want to. Yeah, no, I've got to take the Tenpai. There you go, 1,000 points. What Fred is 1,000 points? If it hadn't been for 2 of the free 6s discarded immediately before that, I might have left it, but yeah, no, you have to go for Tenpai. Good time to draw a Forso. Oh, we have a safe tile if we need it.
Pong.
About to say, it could have been, but it would have been walled off. I mean, to be fair, he'd still probably have gone for it, but...
Tenpai.
Okay, then. Again, 2,000 points in the middle for any victory. And it is still East free. So I am wondering about trying to force this, but we'll give it some time. least a little bit of time.
Pon.
Alright, 2 Yakuhai calls.
Chi.
Okay, so 4 or 7 puts me in Tenpai for the other one.
Kan.
Okay, Oro has decided Carnage is the order of the day. Not a huge fan of that, but I don't think I can play it at the moment. Alright, door for Tenpai. Let's see it. Say, is there a 4-man still available? There is, technically. So we still have Carnage. In theory. And I think that's a wall of 7s being built up. That is, in fact, a wall of 7s. So I can call this going to a different pair weight, but it doesn't ultimately change a lot, so... Shun free for Mungan. Okay, Sanshikyu something. Maybe. Either Sanshikyu, something, maybe. There's even a possibility here. But I think we're gonna forego that. He says, yeah, got that one. Because we're each on 10 for Pinfu if we go this way around. So one man, one so, and we have Riichi, Pinfu, Sanchiku. I'd say we gave up the Itsu, but... Sounds good. It's still East free. Yeah, Prosper had a Chendora free, so that's a Mungan overtake already dealt in. Hoping to deal with it this time, though. Marvel at the shenanigans. Indeed you shall. Could have kept that, but ultimately we're still in the same position, and Sanchiku is 2 Han, so we're of course going to try and lean into that. But one so, one band, come on. Either way I will do. I'll take a 4 at this point and just take my lowly weights here as well. Get a 4, we actually discard 1 and go that way for it. We can still Sanchiku and be safe to that. That, on the other hand, is a bit more troublesome. Alright, this is a calling hand that can just get out of this darn thing. It is, but that's boring, so we're not doing that.
Pong.
Pong.
Now, the question is, do I get full send with this hand or not? I probably shouldn't, but I'm tempted. We'll do that as a middle ground for now, but there is a full send with this hand, in theory. You know, it's only an extra 1,000 points, but... And even if we go into this, I'm probably going to end up just calling the 9s and being on the 8 anyway, but you know. Boy, is that 1,000 points going to matter when it actually gets there. Yes, I saw that too. He seems to be somewhat fudging things to my mind. But, you know, that's what the score says on his end. I have to respect that as the definitely not true decision. I can only go by what the records say. And if the records bear him out, well, that's all good. Otherwise, I'm going to have to give him a cheating warning. No, timing out Agen never works. He just keeps singing after he's done. But, it's annoying. I think I might have to, unfortunately, surrender to the Shundora free here.
Pong.
He says calling anyway. It was a stupid call. Shouldn't have made that. Should have just left it. My only hope is that I've somehow forced Ori to fold, which would be terrible. Yeah, should not have gone in for this. I mean, he only needs a Hanneman from here. Hanneman would do it.
Pong.
5 for 5. The 5s are walled off. The 3s are, I think, walled off near enough. So we can play a 4 now. Of course he's not. I didn't expect Prospero to be folding at any point for any reason at this stage.
Done.
Nice.
Jun, Dora-san. Mangan.
What is safe one turn may not be safe the next. Alright, we have a double Dora opening hand. I'm going to follow the Chun. Would have loved to have called that, but I don't think this hand is Konitsu, especially not since we've not paired off any honor tiles up to this point. But we'll keep the south on the basis that it's not going to do any harm. Keep the white for the same reason. Let's go this way. mean, he is in range, but this is a bit of a clunky hand to go attacking him with, so... Especially as the white is now stuck. Yep, turn you to the left, turn you across.
ポン
G.
Oh, you've ruined my chance at an impossible hand. Oh well. To be fair, white has just been proven safe as well, so...
Don.
Alright, Aura has got 2 Mungans in a row off of Prospero. Shinitsu.
つ鎮一
That one, of course, being Hanny, so... Yay, we're back in the lead! Through no effort on my part whatsoever. Okay. Indeed, some may call it lazy on my part to take no effort in taking the lead again, but I don't my effort in East 1. It's fine.
カン
Oh, carnage. And what are we saying? I mean, Dora 2. Not going to complain at Dora 2. I've got an easy Tanya route as well, so... Just need to see a 4-pin. No, Prospero's not happy with that. Going on the attack again. Is Prospero going to deal into a Baiman now just to even things up a bit more?
ポン
This is making this really awkward to discard.
Chi.
I mean, given the point gap between me and Prospero, I should probably not play this, but... It's fine. I don't think that's Empire yet. They are now. But they weren't up to that point. You see, that would be an awesome, awesome tile to have a pair of against this Riichi. We're not for all of that.
Done. Jun, Honitsu, Dorani.
And a Riichi stick. That puts her in the lead. 3 Mahjong plus hands in a row. Yeah. It's fine. I think that had to happen. What are you talking about? Oro's gone Mahjong, Hanuman, Mahjong, and now they're a dealer. This is clearly their ascendancy point. And they're discarding Dora on turn 2, so clearly they've got something.
Pon.
Mind you, we're not that far away here. 7 so for Pinfu, but just draw the type you need. Absolutely. T is better if we draw it randomly there, so do Caterpillar. No, I do a free tile draw from here. I really need to formalize a rule set for us to do that on Tabletop Simulator or something, but the 9's a bit of an error if we're doing this now, but it's fine. And we do the 6, so a 9 doesn't punish us. It's all good. Alright, Ishan 10. I did kind of write up a set of rules, and I was even kind of making a deck of cards style thing, but I'd need to formalize how it would work. But at some point, one of these days. And then there's the point of trying not to over-engineer it, because obviously you could add in the fact that we could all notice what's happening to prevent it happening, but does that then make it unfun to just have this how likely is too likely? Should you know what cheats are being used? Because that doesn't feel in the spirit of the game. But equally, is there a chance for you to negate them by accident or by intention? Contested D20. The thing is, contested D20s might be a bit manic. I was thinking more sort of a line of we each have a D12 and identify it on a 1 at that point. But again, to working out, because I thought about doing the D10s and then realised, hold on, if I give everybody a 10% chance, that gives an overall percentage failure of higher than 10%. Yeah, so yeah, there's things like that I'm considering off through this. Anyway, I need to be dodging things a little bit here. Might not dodge. Ascendancy, but I can deal with that. Stat lists, spreadsheets, absolutely. Because if I make the game too complicated that it's impossible to follow, then it doesn't work. I wonder if I should go for 13 orphans with this hand. The answer is probably no. I need to see for sure, though. Pair of dragons before the next go round would be awesome. Come on, green white. Go off. Well, it's Yakuhai. And I mean, if we're going to keep drawing north, I'm not going to complain. Alright, Dora comes next, I think. Yeah, because one of the ideas I kind of had was obviously the dealer stacking is an important part of Tetsuya, because a lot of the sort of cheats in Tetsuya are based around the stacking ability. However, the only way to really implement that is to allow you to draw specific tiles that you want, but obviously doing that in a fair way doesn't necessarily work. My kind of rough idea was to basically have a face-down card saying how you're going to stack. Everybody else draws tiles, and then you have to try and make do with what's not been put in. But does that give too much information to do that? For example. And it's those sort of considerations I was sort of going over. And then, of course, how often do you get your cheats back? Because you know, if you can free tile draw 3 times every single game, that's going to make everything massively overly consistent. Anyway, yeah, I should probably actually get myself involved in actually trying to win this darn thing. So I got a Honitsu, but it's not great without any honor pairs at the moment. West of white, ideally, but...
Pong.
I'm aware of duck chess, have not tried duck chess. I keep punching the board. Still no Yakuai, but at least this secures our Honitsu.
Chi. Pom.
Yeah, we'll see. That would have been a value increase. Ultimately, this is only 2k at the moment, but... Actually, no, it wouldn't have been a value increase. I'm not north anymore. Hey, hey. Wrong 7. Door free for Prospero. Some light carnage, which gives us Dora 2. So suddenly our hand is upgraded, but we deal it. Oh dear. Well, looks like we are going for a third. Yeah, why not? I can't punch them because it technically it moves all the pieces around, so basically I count as forfeiting the game at that point. They were turkeys, and also it was a video game designed for punching them. It was turkeys. Super Mega Turkey Puncher 3, I think it is. Maybe Ipatsu into this, that would be a big help. But nope, Ipatsu happens that way round. It moves me closer, but it ultimately doesn't matter. I am far too far behind. What's the only option of getting a high hand here? Yeah, there basically isn't one. Unless we can convince Ryan to turn up. Ryan Shanta or Ryan Junshan. Nope, we're going to be third again. Yep, there's lots of games about ducks. I don't know why we're on this topic, but ducks. 6, 7, 8 Sanchiku, Riichi Pinfu, Sanchiku, no Dora. Direct hit. Yeah, unless I get to Hanneman, it's not even... Yeah, it's not worth us doing this. That's an end the game comment rather than... That's an end the game commitment rather than a trying to gain a position commitment, which is what we care about here. 20k down, we're not going to go down a position unless nonsense happens. Which it still could, but... We need to increase the value of this hand. Alright, well that adds Tanyo. That potentially adds Ipeiko. Problem is, I kind of would want to try for the Sanchiku line, which I guess we could still do. Reach Tanpin, Ipeiko. Gets us to 4. 2 Urdo gets us to 6, which is what we need to be. I should probably be cutting this anyway because we couldn't get Pin, Ipeiko, and Sanchiku. Unless obviously it is one of these. And Ryan is unlikely to be turning up at this late stage of the game. And yeah, I'm aware I just cut Dora without considering anything. I mean, ultimately, I just need Hanneman. Ultimately, that's the only way I can do anything at this point. There's no point in worrying about where Regan does. If he does, he does. And I can worry about just trying to force third later.
Chi.
Ah, that'll do. Oh, well, that was certainly a thing. Oh well, free. We end on 0, and I will update things as and when. Alright, I'm going to call it a stream. I will catch people later on. Thanks for joining, those who did. Catch you later.